Everybody, welcome back to the Headbangers Hideout. Today we got a special treat. We're going to be giving you some new tone patches. This is going to be along the lines of blues tone patch. So heavy metal blues, rock blues, 70s blues, 60s, whatever you want to use blues for. We're going to give you the tones of blues. This one's called Bluesy Crunch. I modified it. It's really good, as you already heard in the demo. So if you want to join me, go ahead. Here is an open E. Here is a low E. Alright, real fast, my name is Tony. Welcome to the Headbangers Hideout. If you haven't already, click subscribe, hit that notification bell because we upload videos here every single day. I got a lot of requests for other tones besides 80s glam tones. I'm happy to oblige because I have every single tone imaginable. Excuse me, for every genre imaginable. I have it all with the Boss eBand JS-10. No other effects. I'm using the Boss eBand JS-10, which has the Boss GT100 effects processor built into it. This is compatible and this will work with whatever you have right now currently in 2021. Any of your Line 6 Helix, Line 6 Pod, your Fractal Audio Axe Effects 8, 1, 2, 3, any of your guitar rigs 2, 3, 4, 5, any of your Spark stuff and your Katana amps, whatever you have, that Boss eBand blows it off. No, but I have every effect that I need to create good tones, and I'm happy to share all of my settings with all of you. Your results will vary. Obviously, I'm using a Telecaster here, and so these are, what are these called again? God, I'm going, P90s, with P90 pickup. So your results will vary, but these tones sound really great with the neck pickup, Stratocasters, Telecasters, even Les Pauls, just in the bridge pickup. The neck pickup, it'll sound really good, alright? So this tone, as you already heard in the demo, is called Bluesy Crunch. I modified a tone already that was a preset in the Boss eBand, but it wasn't great. So I made it better. Remember what I said earlier? Many of the tones that come with the Boss eBand are okay to good. Well, I made these tones better. So this is a modified version of the Bluesy Crunch tone. So we're going to go ahead and give you the settings, alright? If you haven't already, any questions, comments, and feedback, leave them below. So let's get started, all right? So the amp I'm going to choose for the Bluesy Crunch patch, the Bluesy Crunch tone patch. Real fast, I have an amp, no compressor. I do have overdrive distortion. I do have a noise gate. I do have a little bit of EQ. No modulations, as you can see on the screen. I do have a little bit of delay. Look. Almost like a slapback. Real fast, I don't claim to play blues. I probably don't even know any blues. But I love the tone, and if I can copy a tone or grab a tone, I will do it and do my best. So don't come for me for my playing. You're here for the tones. Alright, so real fast, I guess that's it. Let's go ahead and choose the amp. The amp here that Boss calls Pro Crunch. This is modeled after a Fender Pro Reverb. A Fender Pro Reverb amp is what you want to look for in all your amp modelings. I'll tell you when you play nothing. Again, this is a standard Bluesy Crunch tone, alright? I'm going to give you a lot of tones, variations of blues tones, but this is your standard Bluesy Crunch tone, alright? Listen. Has just enough crunch where it breaks up, but it's still gritty, but not too distorted or dirty. But it's perfect. It's a crunch tone. So it's not a gainy tone or distorted tone. It's a crunch tone. That is the bridge. Here's the middle. And then the neck. Oh, and ever notice how Jimi Hendrix and other players, when they do this, the right hand comes over it just for effect? Try it. Alright, so there's my amp, a Fender Pro Reverb. And there's my gain. See, very little gain. And there's the effect level, all the way up at 92. You may not have 92. You may have 10. So that would be what? 5 o'clock? That's around 5 o'clock, 4 or 5 o'clock right there. So that's how you would do it. See the crunch? Barely there. Alright, what's next in the chain? This is a very simple tone, but I love it. So to get out of the glam, just temporarily, break out your standard Telecaster or Stratocaster if you have it. And let's play with the neck pickup. And then you want to play Eddie Van Halen? You can do it all with the Bluesy Crunch tone. There's my bass, my middle, my treble, and my presence. If you guys want that backing track of the drums and the bass for the Bluesy Crunch tone, let me know. I'll be happy to upload it, alright? This is a special tone, it's a special backing track that I got with one of my eBands, the earlier eBands, which I don't think is available on any other eBands anymore. Because different eBands have different backing tracks. I thought they were all the same, but every eBand has a few backing tracks that the other doesn't have. So I try to get them all. I think I have them all. So if you want this backing track, let me know. Alright, what's next? Alrighty, if you don't have this on your screen, don't worry about it. It will not affect your tone. It just happens to be like a default in the succession of screens. My bright is off. My T-comp, I usually have it, remember, I have it on and at 0. In this particular case, it's on 3. Again, it's not going to affect your tone if you don't have it. So if you don't have this, don't worry about it. You can keep it at 0 or don't worry about it. Alright, now, see where it says comp off? I have no compressor, so we're not going to use any compressor. So let's ignore that. Now, there is my Blues Overdrive. I'm using a Boss Blues Overdrive pedal. Look it up. But any overdrive pedal will do. So this is where I get the grittiness. If I turn it off, here is the Bluesy Crunch tone as it is. This is the Bluesy Crunch tone with that low gain. Listen. Right? So you're going to get the volume and the meat and potatoes with the Blues Overdrive. So any overdrive will be fine. Let's go ahead and turn it back on. Alright, let's go ahead and see what I have. Those are my settings for the Blues Overdrive pedal from Boss. My drive is at 55, bottom and tone at 0, and my effect level is at 60. You already heard before and after. It's very low without the overdrive. So whatever overdrive you want to use, you want to try a Tube Screamer, use a Tube Screamer, alright? Just keep it close to my settings, and then once you lock it all in, you can go back and tinker with it, add more gain, less gain, and play with your different pedals, alright? In this case, I'm just using a Blues Overdrive pedal. Now, I improvised my entire jam over that backing track, so again, I can fake it, but with the eBand, you can fake it really well. That's the beauty about the eBand. It's loaded with backing tracks, and you can never be shy. Just jam along with it. You're going to make mistakes. You're supposed to make mistakes. But the beauty about the eBand is you can hit record every time you jam, and then play it back and say, oh, that sounded awful. Oh, that sounded great. I want to keep it. And then you hear yourself, and you hear yourself. And what you hear, other people are going to hear. So that's when you train yourself and you train your ear for fills and licks and chord changes and so forth. And that's why I like the Boss eBand, because it's already built into the unit. There's a lot of effects processors, but they don't come with backing tracks or drum tracks. You can't record yourself. So every unit out there is different, and they're great for what they do. The Boss eBand is great for what it does, and I'm very happy with it. And I've been an owner of it since 2005. So am I ever going to upgrade to anything? If they make another Boss eBand, I would get that one. But at this point, I don't think they're even making anything Boss eBands. So I'm happy with the Boss eBand. I don't need anything else. there's my noise gate. My noise gate is at 52. I usually keep that right in the middle. Again, this was a preset that comes with the Boss eBand called Bluesy Crunch. It sounds really kind of lame because I guess I did it on purpose. The levels on all their presets are very low. So when you jam with the backing tracks, you can barely hear yourself. So I had to keep turning stuff up, and I'm like, nuh-uh. That's why I was discouraged with the eBand. But you just have to tinker with it. Fortunately, all of you have me to do the tinkering, and then you just copy my settings and then make them better. All right, so this is an enhanced Bluesy Crunch. All right, what's next? Now you have EQ. Let's go ahead and listen. All right, now I'm going to turn the EQ off. See if we hear a difference. See the bottom right? That sounds good. You may be like, Tony, this tone sounds better without the EQ. Again, that's the point of this video. Lock in all my settings and then go back to it and say, hey, I want to take this off. I want to add this on. And that's what you can do. All right, so. Now see, this tone is called Bluesy Crunch for a reason, because I get a lot of the crunch from the EQ. Let's put it back on. Listen. Alright, there's my low gain, my high gain, and my effect level. Go ahead and copy it. Next in the EQ chain, there's my low mid frequency, my low mid Q, and there's my low mid gain. Go ahead and copy it. I like it with the bridge, the neck pickup. What's next in the chain? There's my high mid frequency, my high mid Q, and my high mid gain. Listen to that. Listen, listen. Hear that noise? That's my P90. So I may have to have it checked to get that buzz out. Listen. Now it's gone. So the pickup works fine, but it has a little bit of noise. There's my high mid frequency, high mid Q, and my high mid gain. Go ahead and copy it. And last in the EQ chain is my low cut and high cut, both at flat. Alright, we got two more parameters, I believe. It's going to be probably delay and reverb. That's it. Remember, there's no modulations, no chorus, flanger, phaser, none of that. See, this is just a standard plug and play, jam with your friends, with your albums, whatever. Drum and bass. This is a Bluesy Crunch. It's good. Again, see the bottom right? No modulations. Those are all my modulations. Turn it off. We're not using any, so ignore that. Oops. Yeah. Now, real fast. The delay is very quick. It's almost like a slapback. But there's my milliseconds, 240. Feedback, 23. High cut flat. And my effect level is at 47. I just turned the delay off on purpose. Listen. Now, I add delay for ambiance, for effect. Sounds like you're on a stage. It has to carry over the people and the screams or whatever. You want to have that. And plus, I don't like dry. I like wet. So, let's go ahead and put the delay on. Hear that? See, it's subtle. It complements the tone. And it belongs there. So, play with it. But you can play with your effect level too, all right? my delay. Listen. So 240 milliseconds should get you there. And I don't know how it goes, alright? One more setting and we're done with the Bluesy Crunch tone. Isn't this fun? Isn't this fun? There it is. There's my reverb at Hall. Again, you may have a whole bunch of reverb types. I only got like 4 or 5 to choose from. I chose Hall. So play with your reverb. Pick a reverb you may like better. There's my reverb time, my high cut, and my effect levels right at 47. Alright, that was the bridge position. If I turn the reverb off, I like the reverb on. You're all, Tony, you can't play blues? No. But I can do this. Alright, that is my Bluesy Crunch tone. It is a modified tone patch from the original preset of the Boss eBand, but I didn't like it. This one's much, much better. I hope you like it. Hope you can make it better, even better. Alright, if you have any questions, comments, or feedback, leave them below. This is just the first of many blues rock guitar tones coming your way. We got plenty of more heavy metal, glam, and famous artist patches, but I want to touch base with all of you and expand the tone base and give you some blues, and then maybe we'll give you some jazz, and then give you some classical. I got all the tones. I think I have like 4,000 tones. You're all, Tony, you did not have 4. I have 4,000. I got 4,000. No, I got tons of tones though. All right. All right. You have any questions, comments, or feedback? Leave them below. I'm Tony. Thanks for joining me today at the Headbangers Hideout. That was the Bluesy Crunch tone. Go ahead and save it however you want to save it, or name it however you want to name it. Mine's called Bluesy Crunch, obviously because I modified a preset to make it better. I never used that preset before, but now I got back into the eBand, and I'm liking all the tones now, but I had to make them better. So you're going to be getting all the modified presets of the Boss eBand JS-10. That's the way it is, alright? So that was the Bluesy Crunch, Bluesy Crunch with the Fender Pro Reverb amp. Alright, I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks everybody. Bye.